Again, my name is Hassan Akram here, Fit Podcast. When one of the amazing speaker I have today, her name is Noor, and I was scrolling through my LinkedIn and I came across her profile. And the thing about the profile was that I like that she's talking a lot about image consulting. And image consulting is something which is a new concept for me. So I thought to invite her to the podcast and understand from her perspective that what image consulting is all about. She's also a trainer who trains people on image consulting. Without further ado, I would like to hand over the mic to Noor so that she can introduce herself to my audience and take it away. Noor, over to you.
Hi, thank you, Hassan, for a wonderful introduction, and thank you for inviting me. As you said that you have seen my LinkedIn profile. So yes, I am providing training from last, you can say more than it's been 10 years. So that is the core topic, image consulting, which is now companies, they call trainers from outside of the company, or they have in-house trainer where they tell their employees that they are in, because they have some international clients, so how to communicate with them, how to present themselves, how to mirror yourself with the clients, and there are various aspects. So I covered that. So yes, that is the recent topic that I gave session in a company.
Very nice. My first question to you would be, what is the main difference between image consulting and self-brand?
Okay. So image consulting is something that in which you are putting yourself into other shoes and telling them, because people, they come from other backgrounds, they are from different culture, from different area. So it's not about you have to tell them, okay, you have to talk like this or you have to present yourself like this. First, you need to understand themselves to others, and also you have to communicate accordingly, that how to change your personality according to the circumstances and the culture of the company. So for that, you have to think like the other person. When you are first, if you are giving them any session or you're telling them how to groom yourself in a proper word, if we use this. So this is something that which is image consulting. And image consulting is required when you have no idea about how to present yourself, when you are not aware about the circumstances and the company culture sometimes. And personal branding is something that you have to promote yourself, how you are working on yourself on social media or in other platform as well. So that is and you take steps by yourself, and you know that where I am lacking and where I have to invest time, you know.
Makes sense. That makes sense. Great, great. Good answer. My next question is, what first drew you to image consulting thing, and how did it help you with your HR background?
Okay, so first, maybe most of the people, they don't know that I'm a makeup artist as well. So when I joined a brand, different brand like L'Oreal, Dermalogica, so what they do is that they provide some image consulting sessions where you have to stand in a particular posture and you have to work on your personality, even if you are from, you can say, the best university of the world, and also you have spent your life in the best people, but there should be some trait that should be in your personality which can describe you. Also, when I did my internship in Pakistan Tobacco, so at that time it was there, in that company I saw that culture, that they are providing trainings about image consulting and all. So what they in trainings they focused is that you don't need to follow others, you have to see your personality, you have to follow your image consulting, that who you are. It's not about, okay, my friend is talking like this, or he is wearing these dress, or he is sitting like this, so I have to follow that. You know, your personality is different and you have to polish yourself according to that. So most of the people, they are not aware of that. You know, we see that, okay, that group of popular people, they are following these few steps, so we will maybe this is the best thing, so we have to follow these steps. No, this is not true. You have to shape your personality according to yourself.
Very nice. I love this. And you're right. Everyone has their own flavor. Just like if I'm wearing this cap, doesn't mean if someone looking at me is gonna
Yeah,
wear the same cap and would look same. No, I have my own personality, I have my own flavor,
exactly.
and I'm presenting my own aura. So I like that. Very nice.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is we shouldn't be copying anyone. We should have our own flavor in terms of
Yes,
image consulting. Spot on.
exactly.
Very nice. I'm liking this conversation. So let's move forward. In today's world, how important it is for us to have a personal image when
Hmm.
we are working in different organizations, and this personal image is going to help
Hmm.
us climb up the ladder.
Yeah. So in today's era, it is very important that you have to groom yourself. You have to work on yourself. Why? Because most of the company, if you talk about corporate culture, so what they see is that skills can be taught, but they the personality and how you behave, how you present yourself, and how flexible are you. So these are the main traits that a company see in the candidate. So if you are not good in presenting yourself, how you will demonstrate your work, you know? So this is the main thing that everyone has to understand, that this is not always about the skill. You know, most of the candidates say that, ma'am, I am experienced, I have experience, I am gold medalist. So why does it matter that I have to work on my personality or my speaking skill or, and you know, so I just give them a session that only skills are not important. First, employee or client will see you as he will see for that who Mr. or Miss XYZ is, how she is behaving, how they are talking, how they are presenting, how their eye contact is. So these minor things matter, and most of the companies, when they conduct interview, first they see the personality assessment, and after that they see
Yeah.
that how much this person is skilled. So if you are skilled and you don't know how to present yourself, so that will not work at all.
Absolutely. I've been telling a lot of folks, whoever I met, that public speaking should be the first skill everyone should be learning. Why? Because no matter how confident you are, how much knowledgeable you are, no
Yeah.
matter what kind of expertise you have, if you can't communicate, if you can't express your ideas, your every knowledge you have is going to be zero. So public speaking and the way to understand and communicate should be your first preference. I think second thing, which is very important, is your body language, the way you are interpreting your idea by with your hand gestures. I always tell people whenever they're on the stage, always act like some Shah Rukh Khan. Always have open hand gesture where you're
Yeah.
welcoming people. So this body language, the way you speak, your tonality, it plays a vital role. Very nice.
And you know
Okay,
that your
moving on.
facial expression, they play a role as punctuation. You know, sometimes you're talking to people
Yeah,
and they're just sitting like this, they're not nodding their head, or they're just sitting, okay, I don't understand what you're saying. So I tell people that your facial expressions are like punctuation. So you have to, and during interviews, I have seen so many candidates, they are very good in their knowledge, but they are not able to express. So for that reason, they are not shortlisted sometimes. And they even don't know that this is the point we are lacking at.
yeah, and in terms of nodding your head, because I told you I'm a part of public speaking community as well, and I've been telling the audience the other way. If I'm speaking and on the other side, if audience are not nodding their head, that means they're not acknowledging what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
as an audience, if you acknowledge, if you want the other person to understand that you're acknowledging the message, you should nod your head. That gives power to the speaker, and he will, speak with more passion.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, next question. Many professionals struggle with the visibility at work these days. What advice would you give to someone who's trying to enhance their executive presence? First, tell my audience what executive presence is and then how they can improve that.
Okay. So, this is the question that most of the employees they ask from me separately, you know, ma'am, that I
Okay.
am doing this and this and I'm unable to, I feel that I'm not visible to my management, you know. So first of all, every person has to understand that each employee who are working in the company are visible. First thing that you have to maintain is your aura. When you are
Spot.
working, you know, if there's a team of 10 persons, okay, and there's a manager, team lead, and there's some other employees who are working, so it doesn't mean if the team lead or manager is communicating with the management or with other staff, the other teams members are not visible. You can show your visibility, how you communicate yourself and how you present yourself. Some employees, their JD is that they have to work at back end, you know, they are not supposed to work on front end, but that doesn't mean that they are not supposed to, that management is not seeing their efforts. Only one thing matter is that how you are presenting yourself, how you're communicating with the team, and how you are working, how you are believer of teamwork. These small points, they give huge impact. When we do as a HR, when do we do evaluation, so we ask from the managers, team leads, and we also ask from the separate employees that okay, these are the employees who are not visible to management that much, they're not, you can say they are the back and you can say employees, so how they are performing. Sometimes people have personality, they have their own aura, so companies can see that that person has a spark. And currently in a company where I'm working, at ENCS, there we I have seen some employees, they were working, you can say they were the back end employees, but their aura and the way they talk to employees, they present themselves, we promoted them. Why? Because they were able to show their skills. So it is always about the right time and how you can show your skills. It's totally on you. Nobody will come and say that okay, this is a person, please praise him or give him that increment or something like this. You have to work on yourself, no matter if you are intern level.
You're right. You have to create your own personal brand, your own aura, your own
Yeah,
image
this is,
to
you
get
have to
spot
work
on.
on that.
And what do you think creating this imagery and all that, how important is how you dress up?
That is more important, obviously. Let's say if there is employee who entered at the company for the interview and he is not dressed up properly, so that shows that that person is not interested for this role. Even though if that person is interested, but you how you present yourself, and there is also saying that the way you think, you present yourself. If you are dressed up well, you are looking fresh, so people will also, you are, that will impact your work progress as well. And if you are not dressing up properly, that means you are lazy, and that will also show in your work as well. So that
Correct.
also give a huge impact. Sometime in online meetings or in online interviews, what employees do is they just sit in front of a camera and they even don't wash their face as well, which we clearly see sometimes. So it gives also a negative impact. It shows that they are, that meeting is not important for them.
Right. 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 Okay. Next question is I'm sure you have worked abroad as well, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So since you have worked in Pakistan, you have worked abroad, did you notice differences in how people present themselves professionally in different cultures?
Hmm. Yes, actually, in their schools, colleges, they are being taught that how to present yourself. Their school, that the universities, they taught them how to do people management. Okay, and there are also some conversation clubs there that at on every Friday, people from different industries or from the similar company, they gather, they talk about the social challenges or mental health or different topics, which also give a huge impact in developing their personalities. Unfortunately, here this is, we don't see these kind of gatherings and on that level. Also, there people in abroad, they are also too much keen into learning about their image consulting, but here that trend is lacking in some personalities. Most of the people, first we need to tell them that what actually image consulting is and why it is important. We have to start from there first. Okay, if you talk them that we are going to have a session on image consulting, so first question we get from our these Pakistani audience is that okay, so you are trying to say that we are not good enough to talk, we are not good enough to eat, or you are saying that we don't know how to sit. These are the questions we hear from them. And in other countries, they are very much keen, they ask from you, okay, is please tell us that if we are lacking in any aspect of sitting, talking, communication skills, so do tell us, we want to polish that. They discuss that, they
Yeah.
have a group, instead of gossiping about the company, they talk about polishing their skills. So that is a major difference.
And I think in Pakistan, what I've noticed is that people don't want to spend on their skill set. They want everything for free. And I think if you
Yeah.
want to learn something, you should always spend your time, your money, your efforts, and then after that, you'll get a reward because nothing is for free in this world. So, yeah, that's very important. All right,
Yeah.
moving on to the next question. What's the biggest mistake leaders make when it comes to managing their personal
Mhm.
brand internally?
So first is that if I talk about internal with the team, there is a lack of communication skill. That is very, when they are handling a team, there is very lack of communication. And in terms of, you're talking about personal branding. So in personal branding, for example, if you talk about LinkedIn, LinkedIn is a professional platform. It's not Facebook. Okay. So there is difference how to use it. So people will not take you seriously if you are putting pictures of your trip or gathering with your friends, and you are at the same time you are influencer like a career coach, so people will not take you seriously. So for personal branding, if you're using LinkedIn, you have to put material which is relevant to that industry. For that we have Facebook and Instagram. So that is the major mistake I see people are doing. And also there is, without confirming the information, they are posting on social media. People are relying on you. If you are a leader, if you are a manager, if you are a career coach, so you have to do your R&D before posting any. So actually it is a huge topic we cannot cover in just 2 to 3 minute answer, because there are a lot of various aspects a person has to see as a leader. If we talk about personal branding, we can have another session on that.
For sure. One thing, because I've been doing a lot of sessions on how to optimize your LinkedIn profile, and I've delivered these sessions in different organizations and universities as well. And one thing I've noticed, even if you notice it too, a lot of people on their LinkedIn display picture, they have put up a picture of their walima or shadi or
Yes.
maybe selfies. I mean, this is a professional platform. The algorithm says that your picture should be above your torso. You should have a smile. You should have a clear front view. And if you look at people's picture, you will be surprised to see that they are on
Yeah.
another level in terms of putting up pictures on LinkedIn, and that's very important that we should use platform as the way it is designed for, not as a social media platform where you upload videos, pictures of your family and friends. So spot on. Okay,
Yes,
next
that is also.
question.
And one more thing I want to add,
Sorry, go.
sorry to interrupt you. And in their bio or information, they are adding some irrelevant information as well. I have also seen that with the picture. And also there's information which is not relevant to that, but they just added this information that I am a good chef. If you are a marketing person, so they have added these information which is irrelevant. I mean,
Yeah,
come on, you're using a platform which is
yeah,
professional, so
yeah. You're right. You're right. Okay, next question. Can you share a story where improving someone's image had a direct impact on their career?
actually, yes, there are many. First of all, there was one female candidate. She was, I obviously I don't want to take name here. So when we
Sure.
started this image consulting session, she was a very high grade. She was very good in her communication skills, and also her marks were very good. But when it comes to presenting themselves in front of the customer or with the company, she was not that much, you can say, polished, or that we can present her. It's not that she was wearing hijab. Most of the people also see that if the girl is wearing hijab, it is also, people. So it was in other way that the person who is sitting, like they are, her shoulders are like this, when you are sitting and you are saying and you don't have any facial expression, and if someone is asking question and you are blank how to respond. So these were the minor things that she was not able to gel in with the teams. But at the same time, when we communicated her, so she was so much offended that why you are saying that I am not good in terms of gelling, I'm not gelling with the team, or I'm not that much responsive. So we explained her. It took, I can think, 1 month to just explain her why it is important that you are the shining star of the company. But these are the main major parts. After that, we will represent you at the international level with our clients. So these are the things you have to work on. You have to be active listener, and your response should be like this, and your body language should be like this. She said that I have in my family people are gold medalists and they all are same. Nobody says that. Why it is so important? We did series of session with her. After that, when we just asked them that, okay, do one thing, just follow what we are saying. This is the training, just follow that. If you think that this is not working for me, I'm not comfortable, so okay, leave it. So then she agreed, and we just gave them training, and we provided some, because we also tailored that session according to her personality. And after that, she got job in Huawei, and she is the best, you can say, employee in terms of when there is a point time when they have to present their employee who is best in communication. So they take her name, So this is how it worked. So it makes me happy that I have worked on someone that which take them that to that level.
And since you're talking about feedback, so one thing which I've learned also in my Toastmaster career or in my different interaction with different companies, that there's also an art of giving feedback. The
Yes.
way I do it, or the technique which I've learned from Toastmasters is sandwich approach. You start with some good
Yes.
points, you add some areas of improvement, and then you close again with some good points. Make it a sandwich so that the other person would not feel offended and at the same time would understand and get the idea. So you're right, but you're again, I agree with you. At the same time, people are not okay in taking feedback. They need a lot of courage to give feedback, and the receiver they also need a lot of patience to take that feedback. So yeah, again, this comes with time. Do
Yes.
you believe HR leaders themselves also need image consulting to lead effectively?
Definitely, they are face of the company and they are the role model for the employees working in the company. So they have to be representable, they have to be good in communication skill, and they have to be someone that people must say, okay, I have to follow that person in terms of the personality. So most of the HR not in all companies, I have get this feedback that they even don't respond properly. They even don't talk properly when it comes to interview feedback or some feedbacks relevant to their work or something like this. So obviously the HR, they are directly relevant to all departments. They are in touch with all the employees. So they have to work on their personality first, or also there should be some proper image consulting session for them as well before giving that job. Because sometimes it's not about the people are not good in representing themselves. It's about we are not aware of that. We know everything, but sometimes these things we miss, that okay, this is the thing that I have to work in my personality. This it's just a small reminder. It's not that we are saying that some people think that image consultant, they say that people don't know how to talk, they just degrade the people. It's not about that. It's just a reminder, because sometimes we forgot.
Yeah,
There are so many things.
yeah, you're right. And the final question I have, or maybe the advice which you want to give to someone who wants to build their image.
So, my advice would be that take baby steps slowly, gradually, work on yourself and work and also do R&D about the content you are posting on social media. Don't and also grab the best opportunity and don't go for that I want to be famous or popular in very short span of time. It will never work. Okay, so it's there is a saying that slow and steady wins the race. So just first work on yourself and do your proper R&D and work on your personal branding, which is actually a personal branding, not like that you are putting Facebook stuff on your LinkedIn. So if you go this way, so you will definitely achieve. People will rely on you.
Spot. Thank you so much, Dorian, for taking out some time in your busy schedule and be a part of my podcast. I
My
thoroughly
pleasure.
enjoyed all the questions I've asked you, and that's pretty much it. Thank you so much, my audience. That's a wrap, and I'll see you in my next podcast.